Hi there, I'm Steve. I'm going to give you a quick introduction to Phiona, the easiest way to connect to all of your data sources, transform your data without any code whatsoever, and expose the information via API and its SQL. Let's get started on this demonstration. When you log into Phiona, you're going to start by seeing a list of all of your projects that comprise different data sources and data sets that you might want to use or keep in the same location. You can always create a new project at any time, but I've already set up a demonstration project to take a look. So once you log into a project, you start adding your data sources. In this case, you can upload from local files, you can connect to online spreadsheets or online databases, file storage solutions, or even getting into e-commerce platforms and other applications. But what we really specialize in is importing directly from APIs, which is integral to being able to pull information from around the internet into a tabular format. We're going to click into the Import from API option to bring data from a public API into Phiona. So in this case, we're going to take a look at the NBA season stats for 2021 through 2022. I've already got the URL, and I've added different parameters here, but you can always add custom parameters as needed or any authentication that's needed as well. And now we're going to test it. Phiona is automatically bringing back sample data that we can use to confirm that this is the information we need, and we automatically figure out what the best data set values are to use. So in this case, the subkey data is the best to use. And we also figure out pagination by default as well. So in case you need to go through multiple pages of information to get the full data set, Phiona is automatically doing that for you. So once we save it and run it, we fetch the content from the API, and then we see the actual result. So now that we've got the data set uploaded, I want to transform this data so that it's more usable for what I need to analyze. So in this case, we're able to automatically detect certain types of information about the different columns, whether it's a number column, it's a date column, Boolean column, string column. Phiona automatically does this for you. And then there's different transform options that you can use to make this data a lot more usable and clean. So in this case, what I want to do is I want to understand what the average score differential is between the home team and the away team by day of the week. And I'm going to show you now how Phiona makes it easy to preview what those changes might look like as you make the transformation, and then save that information to a blueprint. So now that I've got my data set ready to go, it's time to make some transformations. We can clean the information here, but you can also look at the transform options available. In this case, I want to take a look at the score differential between the home team and the away team by day of the week. So how do we structure this data set to look the way we need it to? The first thing we would do is convert the date format. So in this case, we've got the day of the week, and we need to convert the date column that's already there. We've got multiple different formats that we can convert to, but in this case, I want to look at the day of the week. I don't need to keep the original column, so I'll delete it there. But as you can see, there's a preview of all of the changes you're going to make before you actually make it. So I can save it. At any time, you can also undo a particular step or see all of the steps that you have in the blueprint so far. Now, I need to figure out what the score differential is on a game-by-game basis. So I'm going to go into the math equation. So we look at score differential. We'll add that as a column. And then we'll look at home team score minus visitor team score. And that previews what the result is going to be for those first 100 columns. And we'll save that as a blueprint step. Now the last step is to group this information by day of the week. So I'm going to group it by day of the week. And then I want to look at score differential. And I want to see the average score differential. All of it's previewed. All of it looks good. So I'm going to save. And I'm going to run this blueprint. We see all the steps, those look great. Now I want to duplicate this version, so score diff by day, that's a new data set. And then I can do a score diff blueprint that saves the actual steps that I took as a blueprint steps for the future. So let's confirm and apply. It reanalyzes the data set and saves. And as we can see right here, Monday seems to be the largest score differential between the home team and the away team, and Friday is the lowest score differential between the home and the away team. Now that you've got your data model built, it's time to share information with others. So Phiona is a headless data platform, which means that you can connect into it via application APIs, via analytics tools, or you can share information with anybody via email or by sharing a link to the application itself. So there's a few different ways you can share. The first is to export this via email, Google Drive, or Google Sheets, or any other database you might have connected to. You can edit and create APIs out of this information to see all of the data results, particular search options, or even transform your data directly within an API call. The last is that you can actually expose this information via a custom SQL data warehouse. We automatically generate this information for you so you can connect to it via business intelligence tools. Thanks for taking a quick look at Phiona today. As you can see, it's really easy to connect all of your information, transform it instantly without any code whatsoever, and share this information within the organization or externally to clients. We hope you'll take a look at Phiona, but feel free to ask any questions about how we might be able to assist you.